episode is this, Mark?
It's episode 36.
What year are we in?
We're in 2020 already.
Yep. So,
It's a new decade.
Yeah. So
Although technically, new decade doesn't
think you
start
need
until
to
2021. But
introduce the agenda that we're going to go through. We're going to discuss a few different things today about what we've been doing over sort of Christmas and over the Christmas period.
Yeah.
We can maybe just get that out of the way.
I think we should do that because it's like.
I mean,
Christmas for me is like a time for me to catch up a little bit. So I've played quite a lot.
Have you?
Bits of bobs
We've
and
been
stuff
playing.
like
I haven't seen you on the system.
that.
Is it all on Switch?
No, I've only been playing my PlayStation.
Have you?
Yeah.
What time? In middle of the night or something?
Oh, just weird times. Weird times. I think I've. Well,
okay. What did you get?
Let's
start off with what did you actually get for Christmas in terms of games? Or vouchers that you then turned into games.
Vouchers that you turned into games. So I got one game for Christmas as a present.
Presumably that was the Star Wars game.
I got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, I bought my brother that. Yeah, good game.
Yeah, I have to admit.
After the initial 2 hours, it sort of dies off, doesn't it?
No, you're joking.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to put words in your mouth.
Oh no, I actually think it possibly could be the best game of 2019 for me. I've sunk so many hours into that over the last few weeks, and
that's something I've got to tell you about actually.
I love it. I really love Jedi Fallen Order. It ticks all the boxes.
Now
for me.
we're at the end of 2019 into 2020.
Yeah.
What did we go through our top?
You kind of said you didn't want to pick a game of the year, and I kind of agreed with that because last year was so good. I think we did a top 5.
What was my top 5?
Oh god, I can't remember. It probably got cut off.
I need to revise that because I've actually been playing Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Because I got it in the sale, and I can see why it's on a lot of people's Game of the Year list.
So you and I think we've both had the same thing where we've been influenced by the end of year Game of Year lists, and to go and get stuff that I've not previously played, or go back and revisit stuff we probably didn't play that we should have.
Well, $15.99 is a steal for that game.
Absolutely.
I mean, I got it. See, the irony of it is that this is another thing that I'm really totally dialed into now. Is that try as I may, I'm not a PC gamer anymore. I find the convenience of, because Resident Evil 2, to be quite honest with you, looks just as good on the PS4 Pro as it does on my PC.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's frame rate. To be quite honest with you, I'm not fussed about 30 or 60 frames a second.
If you're
difference.
not fussed about how many frames per second and if it actually is true 4K, or if you're not worried about modding games.
I like your Jim impression.
But you know,
I just like.
I think you're right. PC's probably not the best place.
Which makes me I'm definitely going to double down on the old PS5 then when it comes out, because I know that's my platform I like to play on.
And absolutely. Yeah,
the Switch is good as well. You know.
Oh no.
I picked up Jurassic World.
The Switch is
with
a
my
different
vouchers.
thing.
I know it is.
A different thing.
Jurassic World Evolution for me is much easier to play using joysticks on a PlayStation controller than it is with a mouse.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Because you think it's like
the camera thing,
a designing game.
No, but the camera thing where you're moving around and switching around. Well, don't forget with the mouse, you're having to hold buttons down and sliding the mouse around and all that garbage, and I'm not into that. So I picked that up. That was in the sale really cheap.
They've got a load of DLC for that now as well, haven't they?
They have, but I didn't bother going, I'm buying all that as well.
I don't know if it's come out or if it's coming out. The latest one they're doing is
Jurassic Park.
The original Jurassic Park.
It's already out.
That's already out?
Yeah.
I take it it's just the island that you build on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One game I'd like to add into my... Well, Resident Evil 2 I need to add into my games of last year.
Right.
Is a must-play.
Did
I mention A Plague Tale Innocence?
Yes. When you played it earlier in the year, didn't you?
On the PC thing.
Oh yeah, of course you did. Yes, yeah.
Well, I bought it on disc, and played it on the PS4. And I completed it, and it's one of the best games I played last year.
I've heard it's that game that it suddenly crops up in a lot of Game of Year lists, and it's that game that I keep thinking I should play that, and then I immediately forget what it's called, and then
Plague
I go,
Tale, Innocence.
Plague Tale, Innocence.
And it's on sale.
It does look
or
good.
was on sale. I think the sale ends soon, doesn't it?
I think the January sale ends on the 19th.
Oh, okay. Well, the Plague Tale was on sale for 22 quid, which is, I think I paid 23 or 24 on disc.
Right.
I've still got it if you fancy borrowing it.
I wouldn't mind.
I think you should borrow it because
Okay.
it's one of the best games I played.
Yeah, no, I heard a lot of good things about that. I am.
My game of the year, if you like, is still Judgment because I played that through twice and I loved every
You played
minute
it through
of-
twice now.
Oh, I played it through with the English dub. Sorry, the
Oh, of
Japanese
course you
dub.
did, yeah,
Then
yeah,
I played it all the way through again with the English dub.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
And the English dub was actually pretty damn good.
The
And I think a lot of people have forgotten about. They sort of forget about games that come out at the beginning of the year. You know?
oh, here we go. Oh, look,
Yeah.
I've heard. You
It's
know,
brilliant. It's brilliant.
Focus Home Entertainment.
It
is
looks
their
like a
best
AAA
release so
game.
far.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of like the rats. You know, the way the rats move and.
Well, as they
Looks
say,
horrible.
there's a really interesting stuff that happens towards the end of the game, and it you just won't believe what happens with the rats later on.
Oh my god.
The game, and I tell you what's really good about it.
Oh no! I don't like it immediately. I'm not sure I want to play it because it says on the back, gripping, heartbreaking. Oh no!
Well, it didn't break my heart.
You haven't got one.
I haven't got one. But the thing about it is that from a gameplay perspective, they introduce things to you, and then you think if people take the easy way out, they're going to make the game like 40 hours long and keep repeating the same gameplay tropes. What they do, they mix them up, and what they do, once you get layer upon layer, you always get every sort of chapter, you're just getting a new ability of sorts to play with. For example, instead of being able to set fire to things to make the rats keep away, you can actually get a thing that actually takes the fire away.
All right.
So it gives you, it's like a puzzle game, stealth puzzle action game, because you can't run up to people and beat them up. If you go anywhere near the guards, they draw their swords and they mercilessly cut you down.
So basically, just in case people haven't heard about this game, A Plague Tale Innocence is it's set in medieval France. Okay, France.
And there's a plague.
Where Black Death, plague, rats
And
are
the
carrying it all.
Inquisitor is after your little brother, who you are actually not that familiar with because he was kept away from you a lot. You're his older sister, and your parents get slain
by
the Inquisition.
Not by the rats.
No, by the Inquisition.
By the Inquisition.
I mean, it doesn't hold back when it shows things getting killed by the rats. They are literally stripped. The flesh is stripped from their bones.
So it is more of a so it's more like a really pure stealth game as well, isn't it? Is it kind of like a medieval Last of Us?
I'd say that's a pretty good description, but I would say that the stealth is all related to misdirection and using the environment in order to keep progressing. It's a very linear path, but it's a very story driven, very well written, very well acted. I mean, the little boy was pissing me off something chronic because he kept running off and doing things that kids do, you know, and you just want to say shush shush, you know, these people are going to, and you know, they really do. It seems like a labour of love for this company that have done it, but they've done such a top-notch job that it deserves to be in the Game of the Year consideration, I think. The soundtrack is amazing, the actual music. It's I mean, don't play this game if you're depressed, whatever you do, because it's a very grim, dark fucking tale.
Okay.
It's very dark, but it's you've got to play it. It's one of those games that I think that everyone should play it.
I'm really pleased that it's come up on a lot of lists at the end of the year because it was one of the. It came out at the wrong time of year as well. You know, a bit of I think it came out in like May or something, and I think I just overlooked it.
I think it came out when
completely
E3 was
overlooked it.
on or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like I felt like I overlooked it, and I did hear people saying good things about
Well,
it.
I just thought it just seemed like a weird. It's a weird name. It's a weird sort of setting. It's just all a bit sort of. Why would I want that game?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to look up the developer of it, because they're not. They're
not French. They're all French people, and they did a fantastic job.
They it's not the same, because Focus publish the Sherlock Holmes games. It's not the same.
It's not Frogwares.
Oh, that's it.
Frogwares is the actual developer. They're just a publisher, Focus Interactive, but it's done by Bobo. Or see, if you look at the box on the front there, on the left, bottom right.
Yeah, and Azobo.
Azobo, they are.
Azobo.
Yeah, very good. I'd be interested to know what their next project is.
Oh, well, I've heard rumours of a Plague Tale 2.
Oh, really?
Oh, no. No.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. It seemed pretty self-contained to me.
According to Wikipedia, they're doing Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Amazing.
What the heck is...
Well...
Oh, right, okay. They did the Windows port for The Crew 2.
This may have been a side... I get the feeling this is their own little project that they do all these other third-party jobs for to finance this labour of love that they created.
Yeah.
I really like you to play it. I mean, they say it takes 8 hours. Well, it felt like it took more like 10 or 12 for me, because
yeah,
you know, the answer's always in front of you, but sometimes it's yeah, you just got to play it.
Huh.
It's
yeah, no, I do want to play
you
it.
like puzzles and make
I do
you
want to
think,
play that.
but it is a relaxed experience. But then at the same time, the stealth stuff has you on the edge of your seat.
So, I've also bought a game that's on a lot of game of the year for a couple of places as well. But I don't feel like I've played it enough to be able to even talk about it properly.
What's that?
But I bought Control because I had some money and a voucher from Christmas, so I went and.
Isn't there some BDSM in that or something?
Don't know.
Like
I don't know. I'm literally
masochistic sort of outfits or something. I don't know.
I think there's outfits or some weird outfits.
So what is that? That's done by Remedy, isn't
Remedy.
it? I know you like them, yeah.
Who are the people who did Max Payne 1 and 2, Alan Wake, the one that you liked.
Oh yeah, the Xbox one that I played on PC.
Quantum Break.
Quantum Break, yeah.
So this is their next game, and it's mad.
Is it?
Yeah, I've literally played the opening half an hour and that's it.
Yeah.
And I thought I don't want to play any more.
What did you
of
think
this.
about it?
Really good.
Is that what's that? Is that going cheap?
Even this, you can get it for like £24.
Where's my controller gone?
I've no idea. Oh, it's there behind you.
Oh. I think I might have to buy it.
Control is so it's got this weird thing. You walk into the building within the first half an hour. It opens up. You walk into this government building called the Department of Control.
Yeah.
They're obviously messing around with stuff they shouldn't mess around with.
Yeah. It's 50 quid according to this.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got physical though.
Ah, okay.
I got a physical copy, so I think like Argos and things like that.
There's no way I'm spending 50 quid on that. No.
So you walk into the building and something's going on.
Yeah.
All of the employees have been taken over by something that you call the Hiss.
The what?
Which is an omniscient presence that's coming out of a pyramid in the centre of the office.
Okay, this sounds very.
And you.
Something I want to show you quickly. Yeah, go on, carry on.
You
Look at the price of that.
Oh really? Oh, you want to do that?
Rogue Trooper Redux, 5 quid on sale.
That's not a that's a good port as well.
I know, but it's not my thing. But I just sort of checked to you just to.
But yeah, so I've seen a glimpse of the mind-bending architecture and the way the building moves and evolves and things, and it's pretty good. And apparently later on it gets mad. So
okay,
I've got it. I'm going to be playing more of it, but I wanted to give it time.
All right.
You, on the other hand, have also, I noticed from your list, gone and bought another game that was on some people's year lists.
Oh, this one.
But no, oh yeah, no. I was actually going to talk about. You bought a game that seems to be on a lot of people's worst game of the year's lists.
Yes,
because you've gone and bought Tom Hanks's Ghost Jump Breakpoint.
Well, I had a 20 quid gift voucher and it's on sale for $24.99. So I thought,
Really?
I know they released, because Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I mean, I actually really enjoyed Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah.
After trying it, not liking it, thought the control system was crap, and then going back to it and it has worked. Now they've released a lot of patches to it because people were saying that the survival sim aspect of it was a little bit too in your face and up front and centre, so that and people like to just shoot stuff rather than worry about too much about the survival thing. What I will say about my limited time with Ghost Recon Breakpoint, because I did play the beta and I thought it was good. The game, the guns and the controls and the cars and all that sort of stuff is improved. But the thing I think they've done well with it so far is, you know, you're on this archipelago and there are these like these bad guys that have taken over drones and all this sort of stuff. Well, I was just like running across the map discovering stuff, and I've gone for sniper and assault rifle, so if I see two guys standing around a cache, I just normally shoot them in the head. But these guys have drones with them as well, and they come towards you like little police drones, so you have to hopefully shoot them down. Now the thing about this is that if the authorities, or let's call them the authorities, if the guys find out that they're being under attack, you are hunted by the wolves, which are the bad guys, the super bad guys, super soldiers. Now I haven't been hunted by them particularly yet, but like I was in this open field, and then I see this red warning thing, like I'm going to be detected by a drone flying really high overhead. So I immediately go prone and cover myself with mud and stuff like that, and it really conveys the feeling. Whereas when you're in the other game, you were pretty much just running around doing whatever the hell you wanted in this country and didn't give a shit. In this, there's a real tension involved in, if you're thinking, right, I'm just going to go across country, even on a bike or whatever way you're going to navigate your way around. You feel like that you're in a hostile area, and if you get discovered too heavily, they'll send the big boys after you.
Gotcha.
And that's what I think they've done really well. You really do feel like you're behind enemy lines, so to speak, and you can't really fuck around just going around shooting people left, right and centre. Now in the other game, they used to get the Unidad would turn up and the soldiers, and you used to have to just bug out on a helicopter. But this feels like, you really do feel like a pilot who's crashed his plane, he's in Iraq or somewhere and he's behind enemy lines. Topical. and you whatever, and you've literally got to survive as well as complete your missions.
Looking at the icon here, it's just made me think of something. So on the game's cover, you've got 4 people.
Yeah. Now I haven't got my squad of 4 together yet because they've been all fragmented across the island. You see, there's a bit of that going on.
No, because I didn't know, there was some confusion when it launched about the fact that there's no AI teammates like there was in Wildlands.
No, I'm solo. Yeah.
But they are going to put AI teammates back into it because
people
kicked off and said, no, it's not, you're taking away the Ghost Recon experience.
Correct.
I think, to be honest, if this goes cheap, like £24,
well, it actually cost me real money, $4.99.
Oh well, fine. Oh my god, yeah, okay, you know what I mean? Fine. I think any Ubisoft game like this is worth buying, and if you don't play it now, in a year's time, it'll be worth playing. Yeah. Because that's the way Ubisoft seem to make games.
Yeah, well, it obviously was a devastating undersale when it first came out. But there again, wasn't Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah, terrible.
Terrible sale. So they know they can turn it around, and they've removed a lot of the loot boxy type. They've given you lots of stuff that you can just pick up in the wild and everything. and they're trying to, because let's face it, a lot of them are backing off this microtransaction bullshit now. Funnily enough, even Battlefront 2 has been updated, hasn't it, with stuff from the new Star Wars?
Yeah, there's a celebration edition now, so there's
I've automatically upgraded to
it. So Battlefront 2, by all accounts, everyone's now saying, do you know what? They've fixed the game. They have fixed that game.
Yeah.
So good for them. Speaking of, before you get onto that, but speaking of some of the worst games of 2019, I picked up in the Christmas sales just before Christmas. I spent £4 on Anthem.
Good for you. It's actually a good 30-hour experience if you played a single player. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have to admit.
You can see why after a while it feels a bit samey, and the loop is not like a Destiny loop where there's...
Yeah, I don't like the hot and cold
loading.
stuff.
I don't like the loading on it. Yeah, and also the fact when you're putting a team of 4, if you're not the one right at the front knowing where the hell they're going and you can't catch up, you're like
constant loading.
You've got constant loading screens.
They did a nice winter thing, and it turned all the village Christmassy and things like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, with the amount of other stuff I've got going on, I haven't gone back to Anthem. I've got it there.
It's worth playing.
I think for £4, I think I've got my money's worth out of it already.
Well, it's like, as I say, it's like.
And if they ever do
Anthem, it's not a lot of money, is it?
This Anthem 2.0 repatch or whatever they're apparently working on.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
I picked up Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because I've got it on PC, but I knew I was going to play it. But what I did play of that's really good, and I think that
I've been looking at that, thinking it's the one I've played the previous two.
Well, the others are really good.
Yeah,
and this one is going to be just as good, graphically. Now let's talk about what everyone's been doing lately. Everyone's been watching the Netflix TV series.
Are you going to toss a coin now?
No. Why? Oh, right. Basically, The Witcher TV series on Netflix.
Right. Before we go any further, I'm going to say I haven't finished it.
Right.
The TV series.
The bit where Geralt dies means that there's not going to be season 2, doesn't it? Really? No. But they said that some stat that The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt has sold so well, and the concurrent players.
Well, they had this amazing amount
Steam.
Of concurrent players over Christmas, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like 96,000, which was more than they had on
release.
Launch day.
Yeah.
That's insane. You never get that.
Yeah. Well, I re-downloaded it and I started a new game off, and I've been having a blast. I'm now in Skellige, and I will go back to it, and it's such a fun game to replay. Actually, I still ended up with Yennefer though.
The Witcher 3 always has caused me a bit of bother.
Why is that?
Over Christmas, to be honest. So it's a good point for me to say. So basically, for Christmas, I got a new 50-inch 4K TV.
Yes, you're with the big boys now.
And I also got a PlayStation 4 Pro to help with the 4K-ness.
Yeah.
And with my new nice smart TV, I did something really stupid.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd play The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
On my Switch.
Yeah.
On TV.
And it looks shit.
Oh dear God, it was awful.
It looks fucking awful, doesn't it?
And
I'm just showing you.
Is this something you've saved?
Yes, this is a video.
So you can relive your conquest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the unicorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did something else as well. I can't remember what it was.
Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get a prize?
Yes, Gerald, you do get a prize. I did a James Bond on her.
Oh yeah.
Did the business, and then the next day she started to get all like.
I know.
Started to get all sort of stupid, and so I ended up killing her.
You killed her?
Yeah, I killed her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, she deserved it. Can't have Yennefer finding out that what I just showed you I did on the beach.
So I play. I'm trying to talk. This is the trouble with all podcasts. A serious games discussion. Whenever I get to the point, I get to talk. You start doing things on the screen. I'm like,
okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So anyway, I actually traded in The Witcher 3 on the Switch.
Yeah.
To help pay for Control, because I knew that The Witcher 3 was £7.50 in the PlayStation sale at Christmas.
I thought it was $12.99.
No. So The Witcher 3 was £7.49, and the Game of the Year edition,
with everything,
was at that point still £40.
Right.
And I already own one of the expansions, so I thought, I don't really want to buy the Game of the Year edition. I just need the £7.50. So anyway, I went and did all this, knew what that was like. Didn't realise that the day I went and traded this all in was the day that The Witcher 3 went off sale.
Yeah.
So I then ended up with
no
Witcher.
And then I looked onto PSN and I said, "Oh, it's $12.99 now."
Yeah, the January sale started, and the Game of the Year edition was $12.99. So I bought that. But the best
it looks
thing
amazing.
About that,
You got a Pro, haven't you?
Yeah.
I remember
amazing.
playing The Witcher on the original PS4 and noted some frame rate issues.
No.
On the original PS4.
Oh yeah.
But on
absolutely.
Pro, it looks as good as it does on my PC.
And the HDR
looks looks beautiful. Doesn't it?
HDR's revolutionary.
HDR is actually probably better than the 4K-ness, if you like, isn't it?
But the thing I like about this is that the Game of the Year edition is completely separate on the PlayStation trophy list. So whereas I've only got so many trophies with the original Witcher 3...
So you're going to artificially pretend that you're better than you are?
Well, no, because you know my story with The Witcher 3 on the PlayStation 4 is that I was playing it before I had to go on holiday.
Right.
It came out like 2 days before I went on holiday, so I rushed it. I rushed White Orchard.
Did you?
And I initially skipped the Gwent tutorial, thinking I'll just go back and do it later.
And you don't know how to do Gwent.
And then he disappears, and and I just went through the whole game going, I don't know.
Well, I don't mind because Gwent's pretty boring.
Oh no, I like Gwent now.
I'd rather do.
But yeah, so I got the Witcher.
missions.
So yeah, Witcher 3, obviously. Funnily enough, part of the reason why I'm halfway through the Witcher TV show, is because I stopped to play the game.
Right, the TV show's very good.
It's so good. It actually
and
is.
I think the second one will be a lot better, because if they sort of almost create each episode as like a side quest, because their side quests are so interesting, that'd be good. I did think that Witcher the TV show did F around with the timeline, so I didn't know where the hell I was, and I think I'm gonna have to watch it again just to now I understand.
Netflix have now issued a timeline map.
Have they?
To show you where they're... Because it all converges at the last episode.
Because there was no indication at all what timeline was what.
No.
And I think they should have said something like...
But Henry Cavill...
He's awesome.
Oh my God, he's just born to play Geralt.
Absolutely.
He's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, well, I've got something else to talk about him in a little while, but... So what else did you... So I think that maybe now you're more in love with your Pro now because you've got your 4K TV set. You're a bit more like, I love my Switch, but I think I need to give the PS4 some love.
I haven't touched my Switch.
Because it is a big... I mean, I watched some video and it said that 8K actually is not required. It's really more of a cinema screening format, 8K. There's no way you need it for the home or games or anything like that.
I am... Funnily enough, there's two reasons why I haven't played with my Switch. One, of course, is it's Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
So when the kids are off school, I leave the Switch at home every day. So they've been playing a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I mean, I haven't touched the Switch a lot.
Yeah.
But because I have got a Pro now, it means I've been re-downloading.
So what games have you been re-downloading?
So I've done something different with my Pro.
Yeah.
Is that I've taken the 2 terabyte drive that was in my original PS4 that I put in there.
Yeah.
And I've put it into a USB-free drive caddy.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
And I've shoved that into the USB socket on the Pro, and I'm using that as extended storage.
Okay.
So I've now got 3 terabytes to store games on.
Nice.
So I'm downloading loads. So I've started replaying Oh god. Hang on, I'll tell you, it's a ridiculous amount. I've started replaying Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War.
See, I thought about buying them in the sale, you know, because both of them
So
they're only $12.99 each.
I got God of War in the Black Friday sale or something. Yeah, Black Friday sales.
Yeah.
In the Canadian store.
Yeah.
Right. All right. In the Canadian store, I got that and Uncharted. I got them for like £3 each. Uncharted Lost Legacy. I got them for about £3 each.
Oh, Lost Legacy is brilliant.
Lost Legacy is great. So yeah, so I got that. I've just been re-downloading stuff that's like 4K or Pro enabled. The one thing I have tested straight away with my Pro was No Man's Sky looks fantastic on the Pro.
Yeah.
But in VR,
yeah,
it
looks better on the Pro, doesn't it?
My god! I mean, it's like having played a year's worth having played 6 months of No Man's Sky in VR on a base PS4. I now realise that I was playing it with Vaseline smeared over my eyes because now it looks fantastic. I'm really impressed with it. I'm actually impressed with VR on a Pro full stop. Right, so oh shit. So you're playing a downhill mountain racing game called Downhill, is it?
I'll tell you what's gone in a minute, but
You're concentrating.
this was on some people's game of the years. This was.
How much is this?
Not a lot, $12.99 or something.
Oh, this essentially is like riding a bike down a mountain in GTA, but whoa! See, because you're going from the top of the screen down to down the mountain. It's very hard to see where the corners are coming. And oh my god! Almost off the side of the mountain.
I've not got this far before because I chose the wrong control method.
There you go. You're sliding it around corners. Actually, you're doing really well. Yeah, no. So my my monthly broadband download for December. Oh, you weren't going to make those. For December, I think I downloaded just over 1 terabyte of data.
Wow, I bet your internet provider will love you, won't he?
And bearing in mind that's rural internet at 13 meg download.
You must have had it on 24/7.
Pretty much. Yeah, what else? Okay, whilst you're playing this, I'm just going to talk about. I feel like I glossed over Star Wars.
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order is a fantastic game that is essentially it. Oh, you're not going to make that. It is. Oh, you got to go all the way back then. It is essentially stealing every other game that's popular. I mean, it is, Tomb Raider and Uncharted at places with its sort of puzzles, and the combat is Dark Souls. The leveling up system is Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The difficulty is it's quite hard.
Yeah.
I've now got to a point where it started stealing stuff from like Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
On what?
On Jedi.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because now there's bounty hunters.
Oh, okay.
Roaming the planets, randomly generated bounty hunters that are kind of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey's bit, and also Shadow of Mordor. The sort of like Nemesis system.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But so there's now bounty hunters roaming around that are like hunting you as well. I took a little trip to the really hard planet, where fairly early on in the game you can unlock the path. There's a hidden path in this planet where you can then go and get the double-ended lightsaber. So I've got that as well. So I've got. Yeah. I'm really enjoying the game, and the story is good. I think with me as well, it's weird that TV shows are influencing games, but I think I've been watching The Mandalorian, that's on Disney Plus. Yeah, that's cheeky. Go on, get out of that.
All right.
No, I mean it positively. It sounded rude. Oh,
Bastard.
but I think The Mandalorian has had put me in a Star Wars frame of mind.
Yeah, I've not watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, it's so good. You'd love it because it's a spaghetti western,
Oh, okay.
but in the Star Wars
Perfect,
universe.
perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah, I can't. Ooh. So why have I got to give reviews on this podcast where I'm watching you and go ooh? No, I'm really. I have to admit, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I was worried about that game. Didn't think it was going to be anything good when it was announced. Came out the same day as Pokemon, and I thought, well, I'll leave it for Christmas. And then I saw people talking about how good it was, and think, oh, I'd regret this. But now I've got the game. It's just phenomenal, and on a Pro in 4K HDR, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's so good.
It's amazing.
Right, come on,
Okay.
get down this hill. This is the furthest
This
you've
is
been.
only the second time I've played this freaking game.
You're doing really well.
Yeah. What do you think of it?
Is the pub at the bottom?
I hope so.
I think it's good. How does it control? How are you controlling it? Is it like
Just it's
little accelerate and brake? And
Yeah, L and R. R2.
So when you say you had the wrong steering before,
well, I did it relative to the bike rather than relative to the screen.
oh right, okay.
Now-
Oh right. So left and right turn the
Now-
bike. Now you got it. Gotcha.
Now
Oh, yeah,
I've
that
got-
makes more sense.
It makes more sense to my brain as well.
Yeah, that would make more sense to my brain. How many mountains are there?
I've no idea.
Oh right. Ooh,
Anyway,
that's a great game.
yeah.
Oh no, Gratterhorn Trail 1.
Hold on. So
Oh, mountains.
you got
Alright.
customization. This is a game where you're basically taking a mountain bike down a mountain.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks. It's
So-
got a unique. I would say that horrible
look,
thing. It's got a
Christmas event.
unique style to it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really Lonely Mountains Downhill. It's called Lonely Mountains Downhill,
Lonely mountains down there.
and it's I think it cost me $12.99,
That's pretty good.
and it's a really chill sort of. It's one of these games where where you like you jump off a thing and then you like get brutally damaged, but it's all done with like boxy sort of graphics, isn't it? Voxels or something. It looks.
This month's PlayStation Plus games are out this week, and it's
Yeah.
the Uncharted collection, 1, 2, and 3 remastered, but also Goat Simulator.
What's that all about?
I loaded up
Sounding
Goats.
stupid.
I loaded it up last night and not knowing what to expect. God, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like a Tony Hawk's game, but you're a goat, and the objective is to cause destruction and complete weird objectives like
It's not
knocking
like
over.
it's not like the Goose Game then.
No, it's nothing like the Goose Game.
Goose Game's good. I got that on. I bought that actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, Goose Game is so good.
Yeah.
I do like Goose Game.
Um,
I tell you what, I have been hearing, just because we don't mention the Switch these days, is I've heard a lot of things about the Switch port for Alien Isolation.
it's better than the PS4 version.
It's better than the PS4.
because the aliasing looks better. I've got it.
Have you?
Yeah, it's incredible. I'll show it to you actually later on. If you want.
Yeah. No, that really surprised me when the Digital Foundry did a video, didn't they? It's
Yeah.
like really go into it.
I think I'm gonna have to download this Drake's. What's it? I know.
The Drake's. Oh yeah, Drake's Nathan Drake collection.
While we're
that's what it's
chatting,
called.
might as well download it.
Oh dear. So, yeah, I can't think. I mean, I just literally.
I'm not
'cause I've been
downloading Goat Bloody Simulator.
download. I've just been playing so much. What else have I? Because oh right, no. So there is something I've got to talk about.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I had our friends Mark and Kev came over last night.
Yeah.
And one of Mark's been sort of
how are those
asking me,
losers?
fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
But Mark's been asking me for a while now. He says that he was thinking of either getting Death Stranding.
He doesn't play his PlayStation, does he?
He does, yeah.
Well, I think I might have deleted him off my friends list.
He started playing. He plays a game that he plays on PC a lot, which is
what's that? Hentai Spank My Ass 4 or something?
No, it's a game that's right up your street.
Right up my back alley.
Right up your street.
What is it?
It's free to play.
Called?
It's a free to play Diablo clone called Path of Exile.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Your face immediately goes, nope.
What a load of shit. Yeah.
So I've started playing that as well, but no, he's been asking me, do I play Death Stranding or do I get Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
Get Star Wars.
I said at the time I was playing Death Stranding. I said it is fantastic. The soundtrack is amazing. I know you like your music. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's quite epic. It's quite blah, blah. Anyway, they came around last night, and of course I showed them Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Wow, this is great."
What happened when they saw Death Stranding?
No. So then I put on Death Stranding. And bearing in mind that a month ago I thought that game was so cool, I loaded it up and literally just went, oh, I don't want to play this.
Well, funny you should say that, because one of the games I traded in was Death Stranding.
Was it?
Because I'm like, fuck being an Amazon bloody delivery boy in the future.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. So I found there's a video online that lasts about 7 hours, and it's every cutscene from the bloody game.
Is it?
I'm
just watch the film.
I'm just going to
watch the film.
I'm going to watch the Kojima film that he wanted to make without all the boring walking around.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because I've lost momentum. I lost momentum. So maybe.
Mark,
Let's
be honest, it's boring. He's just walking.
Yeah, no, but I was just really surprised that when I booted it up last night, I literally just thought, oh, I can't.
It's no phantom pain, is it?
It's no phantom pain.
Phantom pain's great.
It's no at the moment with everything else that I've got on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
Because now I've got a Pro, and I'm trying to do it again. Is that I'm not doing this whole year of shame thing where I joined that Facebook group and that they're all very strict.
Don't overdo what anyone else tells you to do. That's what.
But I am trying to do a proper. We're a year before a new generation. There's a new generation by the end of the year, so I would quite like to carry on. Finish the stuff, play the stuff I should have played.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is literally what I've got on my PlayStation at the moment.
Don't tell me there's Detroit Become Human on there.
Yeah.
That's one of my games of the year. Did I mention that in
Was
the
that
thing?
last year?
Was
that
it last
2019?
year? I think it was, wasn't it?
No, it can't be. Was it?
Will you have a look?
Oh yeah, I'll have a look. Oh yeah, I've got the thing here that tells me.
Detroit Become Human was brilliant. I loved every minute of it.
I've got the app up that actually tells me its release date. Oh yeah. 2018.
2018. That's why it's not in any game of the year list.
May 2018.
Alright, so it's been out a lot. God, time's flying. That's a superb game.
Because that's on Plus now and everything, and so that's why I've got
superb.
I have to admit, that was the first game I downloaded on my digital game that I downloaded on my Pro.
I bet it. You
just
should see it in 4K.
Just to see that menu.
See it in 4K.
Yeah, that's
right. Chloe.
Yeah, no, with the TV and the thing, I've got to see that.
Let's
menu.
go down your list quickly. So read them out.
This is what I've got currently sort of installed on my backlog list.
Yeah.
Witcher 3 Control, Jedi Fallen Order, Infamous Second Son, Beat Saber, Diablo 3, Destiny 2, No Man's Sky, LA Noire, Gran Turismo Sport, Red Dead Redemption 2, Uncharted, Tetris Effect.
Oh, is it Uncharted or is it the Uncharted?
Oh, Lost Legacy, sorry.
I finished that. That's really good.
I finished it. I just want to play it again because it's so good.
Okay.
LA Noire, the VR case files, which
Yeah.
I haven't really played.
Right.
Uncharted Collection, Neo, Last of Us Remastered, Path of Exile, Hitman.
What's Path of Exile?
That's the Diablo free-to-play Diablo game.
Right, okay.
Titanfall 2.
Hitman's good. I should have got that on the PS4 though, because I got it on the PC. It's brilliant.
Oh. It was on Plus.
Mm.
The first Hitman game was on PS Plus like 2.
We'll have a look.
Have a look.
It's probably on sale.
Wildlands, Borderlands 2, Infamous First Light, Anthem, Until Dawn, Rush of Blood.
Right, what do you think of
Borderlands games?
Because Horizon Zero Dawn, I got to a certain point, and there was a bug, and I got stuck,
Oh really?
and I gave up. Yeah.
So I've started Horizon Zero Dawn again, and I'm kind of at the same point I was.
What point is that?
You're about to go and do the trial. Right at the beginning of the game.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
tutorial. It looks amazing. I was absolutely right in stop thinking I'm going to play this game when I've got the proper kit.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good because what it's sort of done
Hitman 1. That's what I've got. Hitman 1. I've got God of War.
Well, the thing about that is, yeah, it's 10 quid. The Game of the Year edition is a tenner.
Yeah, but what about the other edition?
Hitman 2.
Hitman.
There's Hitman 2, which was
Is there not a Hitman? It was on PlayStation Plus.
Well, you can get
You
the
must
game.
have bought it.
You can get the Game of the Year edition with all missions from location. I mean, I think I bought Hitman 2, right? And then I downloaded on PC Hitman 1, all the extra things, and I ended up just playing Hitman 1. It's bloody brilliant.
Saying
I might get that for 10, and that's superb.
I've got God of War to do, Yakuza Kiwami, because that's the only Yakuza game I know.
I'd just play it for the story. I wouldn't do any of the other side stuff. But I mean, like you, I was all Yakuza'd out. But,
Detroit, Death Stranding, Blood and Truth, and SpiderMan, which also on PlayStation 4 Pro with a proper TV looks so much better.
What does?
SpiderMan.
Oh yeah, but it does. Yeah, it looks amazing.
And then my wish list for this year of games that I've put on there at the moment. Am I jumping ahead? Should we not do wish list
let's
yet?
do that after we've done
bit.
another section.
Let's do another section.
Right. Well,
what should we call this section?
My other section is.
Oh, it's lovely.
This
like
ties in.
My other section.
This ties in with basically a fetish that I got involved with before Christmas.
Oh, your fetish section.
Yeah, Mike's fetish section.
So
Right,
I know
okay.
that you like your tech, you like your state-of-the-art tech, you always like to be on the cusp of digital technology. What's your fetish?
My fetish was I was watching, and I've collected every single Bond film on Blu-ray. Right, I've got and over before and over Christmas I was watching a Bond film every day or something. Love Bond.
Our lives echo each other quite weirdly.
Oh God!
I got the James Bond Blu-ray box set for Christmas.
What including
all 24?
Fantastic. Have you seen the trailer
I'm
for
up to
number
Goldfinger.
25?
Yes.
That looks awesome,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
There was a box set on Amazon for Christmas.
Quickly, as another quick side note, Spectre was a lot better the third time I've seen it. The first time I saw it in the cinema and I thought it was crap.
Yeah.
Then I bought it and I watched it again,
Spectre was all right.
and I'm like, actually, but when I saw it, I think it's because they spoiled some of the stuff in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
But then I watched it again, and because I did the Craig thing of like Casino Royale, which is the best Bond film ever. But then I watched it again. I'm like, you know what? That was really good, and it's got Monica Bellucci in like suspenders, so can't beat that.
Oh, it has,
really.
hasn't it?
Yeah. Not enough of that. I'd like to have seen the outtakes from that in the special features.
Yeah.
Anyway, which goes into Mike's fetish, I suppose. So what came out of that was I thought, you know what? There used to be some really good Bond games, but none of them were on PS4 or next gen. I'm like,
there's been some fantastic Bond games.
anyway, I thought, you know what? The telly's gone from outside in the other room. I thought I'll get the PS3 in, hook it up, and I was doing that because I've got the Mass Effect games trilogies on there, and I've got a few games, and I thought, I'll see if you can get Bond games. I started looking on eBay, and I found Quantum of Solace, which I don't know whether you know, but it follows the plot of Quantum of Solace quite closely, and it's made by Infinity Ward, so it uses like a COD engine. and Daniel Craig's
Yeah.
voice and likeness is in it. It's really good.
Actually,
But
yeah.
then when you play the game, there's then episodes from the Casino Royale as well. In it.
Yeah.
I thought this is cool, so I got it. Got my PS3 set up, and then I thought, oh, that means I could play Binary Domain again. So I've got that on the PS3. Because I've got a few
Binary
PS3
Domain.
games. I've even got some in here. And anyway, that just kicked it off. I thought, right, what games can't you get on PS4 that are really fucking good games?
Aye.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, Resistance. I bought that trilogy. Now, I
Killzone.
showed you how many
You-
games I've got.
So
I've probably got the equivalent of like
it's
original
like 30,
retail.
isn't there?
I've probably got
It's probably 30.
1, 2, 3,
30 retail games.
I think there's nearly 40 games I've got.
40 games. Jesus.
So I reckon there's probably
You don't do things by half.
no, I don't.
Basically.
I don't fuck around. So basically, I've bought a shit ton of games that were really good games, and also a lot of them play 3D, so I can put on my 3D specs on this telly. You know, like Doom.
course. Yeah.
Doom BFG edition. Now we cherry picked a few titles to see
Well,
whether
yeah,
you
'cause
guys
I mean, you've
actually
bought-
remember these
You've
games.
bought loads of games though. So you bought Doom 3
BFG edition. Do you remember us playing that in
and
3D?
Eurogamer
In
and
Eurogamer?
me going nope.
I know, but that's not.
See, because Doom 3 is the point where there's a point in Doom 3 where the demons turn into babies, don't they?
Yeah.
And that's literally the point of Doom 3 where I stopped playing, never went back.
How about the babies in
excuse me.
Dead Space?
Oh god, it's even worse.
So, and to my surprise, when I put the disc in, it's actually got Doom and Doom 2, the original games
Has
on
it?
as well.
Really?
Yeah, you select it on the menu.
Ah.
So I thought for £5, because this is a used copy, looks a bit tatty, but the game discs are all okay.
Oh, look at that.
What?
I didn't think of doing that. Opening up again. Look, a game manual.
Yeah, proper
A
manual
game manual.
with
With
colour printing.
oh my goodness, what a proper retro. I forgot about
Yeah.
game manuals.
And I've been having a blast. So
Doom 3 is a
So,
great
so
game.
firstly, before we go into those ones, what I'd like to do is just sort of say where's the Bond game for the PS4?
It does seem like
Because Eurocon were the people that were doing them before a lot. They
Do you
did.
know
They
what
did some shit.
why-
I mean, they're not brilliant. Some of the PS3 games, but there's two really good Bond games. There's Quantum of Solace and
Bloodstone.
Bloodstone. And Bloodstone
Bloodstone's
has got lots of driving in
I
it.
need to find out more about it. One of the Bond games.
Well, look on the back, right? You've got Bloodstone had, instead of doing first person like Quantum of Solace, it's third person.
Yeah.
And Daniel Craig does all these sort of like brutal takedown maneuvers and stuff.
Oh right. Okay.
And then you've got shooting and that, and then you've got driving Aston Martins and stuff, like in driving sections where you're chasing people. And if you want to see a game manual,
That's it. Right, I knew I was on the right track. Bloodstone was
this was-
developed by Bizarre Creations.
which is published by Activision,
You know who Bizarre are?
Project Gotham
Project
Racing.
Gotham Racing.
Hmm.
How did they end up making a Bond game?
They
Project
did.
Gotham Racing. That's a great game.
Some people think this is one of the best Bond games, Bloodstone, because it's an
But it's
original
like-
story. There's a bit, not only is it cars, there's a bit right at the beginning, it's like shit blowing up everywhere. You're in a speedboat chasing other speedboats. It's awesome.
I think the best Bond games have actually been the ones that don't follow a film.
Yeah, I agree. Although Quantum of Solace is different because that's made by Infinity Ward. And basically this is Call of Duty with Bond, which isn't, and the thing is, it's got Judi Dench's voice, all the actors' voices in it and everything. It's cracking. It's absolutely cracking.
I'm just looking something up because it's really bugging me now. There was a game that
The funny thing was, they called it Quantum of Solace, but they've actually got lots of Casino
it.
Royale stuff in it.
James Bond, Everything or Nothing.
Yeah, that wasn't that.
That was EA back
yeah.
on the Xbox. And that was fantastic because that was like a full Bond film that had never been, with a full cast. Famke Janssen or someone was in it as well.
Oh, okay, was she?
They had
Right.
famous people in it. But
yeah,
Bond games, why
I've
hasn't
got
someone
this one
made a
called
live
Goldeneye
service
Reloaded,
Bond game?
where they reduxed
Goldeneye.
the whole of Goldeneye. It's not exactly the same. It's got the bit with the bloke in the toilet,
Yeah.
but then they've got lots of, it's very basic, but just to have a bit of a laugh and a dick around for something that costs like
PlayStation Move compatible.
Yeah. So you've got all these other things, and I wouldn't be. I mean, these aren't 3D, but a lot of these games are 3D capable as well. So we need to know where the next Bond game. I think they could do a cracking Bond game if they really put their minds to it.
It's like I was going to say, why hasn't someone decided a live service Bond game, like the world of
The world of Bond.
a Destiny-esque Bond game where you're all playing agents.
How about where you go to the airport and then you fly and you actually go to the yacht club in Bahamas or
wasn't Rockstar? They were meant to be working on that game called Agent.
Yeah.
That just disappeared and it would probably never turn up. But
Yeah.
I mean, there should be not even a Bond game, just an espionage game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think we're missing. I mean, I know that Metal Gear Solid was meant to be espionage, but that went all open world and everything. Now, talking
we didn't pick it out of your list.
Yeah.
We didn't pick it for this list, but of course you bought Alpha Protocol as well.
Yes.
Which is a fantastic
RPG spy game.
Spy RPG.
It is.
By Obsidian, makers of the Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
And that's a great game. Why is there no spy games anymore?
So, I've picked up some really cool titles, but we've cherry picked a few. I remember that the original Saw games were available on
I
the
didn't
PS3.
even know they did Saw games.
Well, you start off as this bloke with this thing on your head, and you've got to press the buttons in the right time, otherwise your jaw gets ripped open.
Right, okay.
And then you're walking around in bare feet, and you've got to be careful where you walk, 'cause there's glass everywhere.
Right.
And Jigsaw comes on the telly, the puppet, Billy the puppet, and he talks to you and says, right, you have to, just like the same sort of scenarios in Saw. And it's really good. It's really good fun. Now, there's a few that I picked out here, or you picked out. Do you remember Dead to Rights Retribution?
I do. I remember
there's a lot of foul language in it.
Well, Dead to Rights, and the original Dead to Rights was PlayStation game.
I think so.
We like that
But this
too.
game,
I just
is
remember
brutal.
you going mental for this, going, look at this dog kill this bloke. I just remember that. Look at it.
Yeah, because you control your dog,
You could
and
send a dog after people,
and he rips their throats out and stuff.
Oh,
this is so politically incorrect. This game. It's a bit like Die Hard.
But when it came out, it wasn't. The world has changed that much that even you're saying
the
politically correct.
The world has just got stupid now. Talking of political incorrectness, so that was so this is like it's a bit comic strip, isn't it? It's a bit comic strip. This game.
Grant City is infected with crime and corruption. You are the shock treatment.
That's
I
exactly.
miss Namco games like this. Do you remember Namco did one, a military game, a cover shooter military game? Was it called like Crossfire or something like that? That was absolutely brilliant. I'm sure that was on the Xbox 360. It could have even been
This
the
is
Xbox.
Cheese. This is Max Cheese. His name should be Max Cheese,
Is his
not
name-
Max
oh.
Payne. But he's
Of course,
he's got a
yeah.
vicious dog, and you go in this thing and you just basically kill all these terrorists.
God.
And you say, keep my badge then, you're a cop on the edge, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I love it. It's an 18.
That's a
There's
great
so many
game.
F-bombs going off in that game. It's
When everything was unnecessarily controversial.
On the back it says 18 contains frequent, strong, bloody violence and strong language. I'd have bought that just on that alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, talking of really interesting games that have gratuitous nudity in it, because there is a patch you can get for this where you download it for free and you get to see the boobies in full rather than being covered up.
the fact that all we're talking about is nudity and boobies.
What's this? Well, it is Mike's fetish, isn't it?
I know,
Sexton?
but the fact is, the game we're about to talk about, no one's going to go, boobies? Really?
Yeah. What is this game,
The
Mark?
Saboteur.
Now, where is it set and when is it set? And it's
set
done by a great
Pandemic.
studio who was destroyed by EA.
Yeah. Funny enough.
It's set in Paris in World War II, and you're an Irishman.
That's
Funny enough.
that's the beauty of this game.
Yeah.
It's set in Paris in World War II, and you're an Irishman. I forgot that you
And
played
you're
an
going
Irishman.
round, and you're the bloke that sabotages stuff, and all the city
You're-
occupied by
hang
the
on,
Nazis.
You're an Irishman who's good at blowing shit
Shut
up.
up. Yeah, I know.
This is so politically incorrect. It's unbelievable.
That's the Midnight Club.
Yeah, the Midnight Club.
That's where you go.
Entree
Beneath, you go beneath this
Pussum.
pub, and there are like women
Enter the
dancing.
code for private dancers.
That's it. I've done. Well, I didn't need to do that because it's a free update. They see
So,
some of these games.
The
The codes don't
Saboteur
work.
was... So basically, Pandemic had just finished making the 2 Mercenary games.
Yeah.
And they went and did this.
This looks much better than they did.
Oh, lots better. And
This
it
looks
had
like
such
GTA,
a
doesn't
great,
it?
Yeah, it had a great style to it.
It's a bit like it's a bit like the Mafia games. I think it's a bit like the Mafia
yes,
games.
it's
isn't
exactly
it?
like the Mafia games.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Oh, sorry, I'm going to go off on a tangent. No, but, this is when EA were making good games still.
Yeah.
So it's all. I remember this game. It was everything was black and white. The whole game was in black and white.
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah. All the buildings look
Noirish.
Noirish. That's
Very all noirish and stylistic. And then as you liberated
them.
areas, they started getting colour back into
Yeah.
them.
Really
And
nice,
but
stylistic.
really nicely done.
Yeah.
And it's such a fantastic game.
Yeah.
That was such a good game.
And that's. I mean, this would be ripe for a remaster.
Do you know what? I can't remember if this is PS3 era or PS2 era, but don't forget that EA also did that amazing Godfather game.
Yeah. The Black Hand or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And didn't they do a Didn't someone do a Scarface?
Somebody did a Scarface game, and that was
Yeah.
all right as well.
Yeah.
That was good as well.
Tony Montana.
Yeah.
You cockroach.
Say hello to my little
Right,
friend.
so these are
They're
examples
great
of games that aren't on PS4. Now, I remember us battering the crap out of each other when we used the camera. Remember we used the
Xbox cameras. This is when we still had Xboxes.
well, this one you can use the camera and import your face onto a boxer.
And there was also, wasn't it? You had to take a photograph. You could do it via the camera on the console, or
You could do it online.
you did it online. And you took a front-on photo and a side-on photo of your face.
Well, I
and
think
then
you do
and
that
then
in
it
this
made-
anyway.
And then it sent you a code so you could download your image
Yeah.
and put it onto your boxer.
And we were laughing our heads off because we had a one-on-one fight against each other, and we had blood and
pummeled the shit
our
out of
face
me.
was all distorted with
Is that-
bruises. Fight Night
yeah.
round 4
Fight Night.
cost me like £4.
Can
or
you believe
something,
that what EA decided to do was to stop the Fight Night series
and make that UFC bullshit?
and make the UFC bullshit? And the
Yeah.
UFC bullshit's never been as popular.
No.
Fight Night Champions and Fight Night Round 4 were fantastic games.
I mean, look, you've got
brilliant
you've got
boxing games.
Tyson and Muhammad Ali in this one.
Oh yeah.
And in a way, I don't know who the latest boxers are. I don't really need to. This is almost
Tyson Fury.
this
That's
is
all I know.
this has almost got like a timeless element to it now,
Mm.
where it doesn't matter because they are like legends. It's like if you get a wrestling game, it's got whatever. The Rock or this or that. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter
yeah.
because they're timeless sort of characters.
Also, don't buy a wrestling game.
No.
Did you see? Sorry.
No.
Did you see the thing with WWE?
Yeah.
WWE 2K20
It's amazingly crap, isn't it?
stopped working on the 1st of January 2020,
No
and they
way.
had to release an emergency patch.
That's just ridiculous.
That's genius. How do you break your 2020 game in 2020? Anyway,
So
Fight Night.
I
Oh,
picked that up.
that was such a good. They were such a good game series.
I mean,
really,
I
because they had a decent single player sort of campaign in it as well.
I mean, I've basically picked up about £2,000 worth of software for 120
Well,
quid.
yeah, because
And the thing is, they're still playable.
Mm.
It's where gameplay counts, and the games are
Yeah.
unique and different. This is the other one we chose to highlight.
I love this game.
I didn't know you had it.
Yeah, so it was on PlayStation Plus.
Oh,
so
it's in 3D as well.
it's in 3D. Puppeteer.
Yeah,
It's a fantastic game.
platformer, isn't it?
It's have you played it yet?
Yes, it's incredible.
It's kind of like a marionette. You are a puppet. So
Yes.
the stages are like
It's like you're in the
you're
theatre.
viewing a theatre. Yes, you're viewing it from a theatre, and the stage is the screen, and the scenery is the level, and the scenery changes and moves like in a theatre.
It's like there's people at the back moving.
Yeah,
the
it's like people are
backgrounds
moving,
around
and there's
stuff.
like all the bad guys are puppets. It's a beauty. It's just one that got a really good
Yeah,
art direction to it, and also it came out very, very late in the PS3's life.
yeah.
So I think it was kind of like one of those games that got missed by
Mm.
people. It's a great
Well,
game.
I know. But I've shown you all the other games I've got. They're all, fun things to play around with.
Oh, absolutely! Some classics. In there as
Binary
well.
Domain, the robot game.
Binary
It's
Domain.
so
yeah,
good.
The
That-
Yakuza
Yeah.
sci-fi. Yeah, no.
Killzone. Killzone 3 is bloody incredible.
50 Cent, Blood in the Sand.
Yeah. Hey, 50, he's over there.
Do you know what's the other ones? Wasn't there the games with the blokes with the masks?
What, Haze?
No.
That was a rubbish game.
Army of Two.
Yes.
Army of Two.
Yeah.
They were.
You need
bad.
2 players for
Kane
that.
and Lynch.
Yeah, that was a bit ropey, wasn't
No, they
it?
were
Bit
yeah,
violent,
I
wasn't
like
it? Bit violent though, wasn't it?
a bit violent.
Yeah, it was a bit violent, wasn't
Kane and Lynch was really
it?
violent
Yeah.
because they were scumbags. They were
That's right.
horrible people.
They were, weren't they?
Very horrible people. Oh, there's loads of games you could. Oh, yeah. I still got my PS3, and I never play it.
What I'm saying is, it's something that is sitting there, and for peanuts, you can cherry pick. I might go through that. I mean, I picked
Funnily
up
enough-
Backbreaker, which is actually one of the best American football games ever created, but it didn't go any further. It used this weird, like, what do they call it? Physics in it.
Yeah.
And that physics was used by GTA, makes of GTA. They used the physics engine out of it in the end.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
Oh, that's yes.
And Backbreaker, I used to remember, you used to be able to download on a USB
Was it
stick
the
and update
Euphoria?
the rosters, and
So-
people. That's it. And people would update their game so it looks like current NFL teams and everything.
Mm.
And apparently, there is a hardcore sort of small community of people that still play it today.
Oh, right.
So
I'll tell you,
yeah, so
funny
that's
how-
why I messed around with.
I mean, like, I picked up.
Oh yeah, and I got Eye of Judgment
With the camera.
with the camera and the starter set. I got it was brand new in a blister pack, all sealed. It's like 26 quid or something,
Yeah.
but that included the camera.
Yeah.
And you put this cloth on the floor or on the table, and then as you play cards, they materialise on the screen.
Yeah. It was like the first sort of like AR.
Yeah.
type experiments.
Yeah, and it's a very simple game. You just got to win 5 spaces, and there's
Mm.
9 spaces on the board. We should have a game sometime.
We should have a game sometime.
Yeah.
No, funny enough, just, like in last part of the year, I started doing things like I bought Gears 1, 2 and 3 on the Xbox
Yeah.
because you could pick them
I
up
haven't
for
got
a
an
quid
Xbox
each.
still.
Because I suddenly thought I can't play Gears of War anymore.
Yeah, no, that's not my. Did you see? I saw a report today. They said that the new Xbox, when a year after its release, is the earliest you'll get to see any platform exclusives. Yeah, and the rest. Crackdown 3, worst game of the year.
Oh dear, yeah.
Worst game of the year.
But the thing is, though, for all the things that Microsoft have done wrong,
They've done things
they've
even
done-
wronger.
no, but there's things that they're doing that are incredibly right. Xbox Games Pass is a very good idea.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
Very good idea.
But at the end of the day, I'm not interested in Xbox.
No, but I'm thinking, much
Okay,
like-
let's talk about the new hardware on the horizon this
Right.
year, right? The rumour is that the
So we're
PS5 will be
talking-
9.2 terabytes. Now they reckon the Xbox, what Xbox are doing, they're bringing out a lower power version and then a really top end, almost like a PC version.
Yeah.
So I think that's a mistake. I think Sony have got it right. They're going to bring out something with a tremendous amount of grunt, that with optimized operating systems, and they've reiterated there's going to be real-time ray tracing. Right, look at this.
I think
This is so much
hardware.
easier. We're looking at the Jurassic Park game, by the way.
Hardware ray tracing on the PS5. I mean,
that's pretty incredible, really, isn't
the
it?
thing is, for me, I've now got another problem in the fact that having just got a Pro, I don't feel like I'm in a hurry again to get on board with the PS5. That might change, because I mean, there's no, I don't know what's coming out on it. Nobody knows what's coming out on it yet. It could be a case of they announce something mind blowing, and everyone just stops everything and has to buy one straight away.
Well, I've heard that the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with every other all platforms.
All platforms.
And because now people are
Sony
buying
platforms.
into their digital libraries, you've got to keep the libraries, otherwise you're no better than bloody Google and Stadia.
But they're also, and I mean, the thing they've not clarified, but we are talking literally, it will play PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PS5.
Yeah.
What they haven't clarified is, if I went and bought a PlayStation 1 game from
Would it
CEX and I shoved the disc in the drive, is it going to play it?
You mean
If that's
the
case,
you mean it'll only be compatible with digital versions?
Yeah. Are they going to basically do a Nintendo and resell us retro games? That we probably,
I wouldn't like that, because I've got some. To be fair, I haven't got that many physical games on my.
But I mean, if you could suddenly take that new PlayStation 3 collection of yours and shove the disc right in the PS5 and it upscaled it for you.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to, is there?
No. PlayStation 1's a problem because of strange discs. PlayStation 1 probably, I'm not sure. You remember they were black discs, weren't they? Black CDs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think once again everyone's jumping up and down excited about stuff because everybody loves a console war. But we don't know enough. We don't even know enough about the Xbox Series X.
No, it's all speculation.
If I'm honest, the Xbox Series X design that they've showed at the Game Awards, I like it. That's a nice. That's not.
It's a worse.
That's not a bad. But no, in this world of Alexas and things like, that's not
unusual.
That's not a device you put in your room somewhere and people point at it and go, it doesn't. It looks grown up. That's what I think. I mean, I think it looks. It's a good design.
I think the final PS5 is not going to look like the dev kit.
Oh no. Don't forget what the PS4 dev kit looked like. I mean, dev kits don't look like any of the final product.
No, they have all this other garbage.
Appalling,
Yeah.
Don't forget the original Xbox was meant to be a transparent.
Well, when you want to see the PS5 on release day, come round in the evening.
Yes, I'll do that.
Come round in the evening, because then the DVD should have delivered mine.
PlayStation 4 launch day, I forgot about that.
Because at the moment there won't be any game shops you can actually go and pick it up in.
Sat around.
Because they've shut 40 of them.
Yeah.
I think Hemmel's still open.
No, Hemmel's. Yeah, Watford's gone.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was in Watford.
Apparently it's all down to landlords. They're closing down the stores where they can't negotiate new good rent with the landlords.
Yeah.
I mean, the Harlequin.
Well, high street rent and rates is astronomical.
Ridiculous.
And it's no wonder it's only pound shops and coffee shops that can even exist, or even charity shops.
I think, we've got a year where we're looking at a new PlayStation 5. We've got a new Xbox as well, and we still don't know much about it. And the thing is that what we need to talk about is the elephant in the room about all of this stuff.
Who's that?
Switch Pro.
What's the Switch? What the fuck are you talking about?
So it's strongly rumoured that late this year we will see the Switch Pro to coincide with the release of Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh.
And the Switch
I don't
Pro
want a Switch Pro.
is a 4K Switch.
But it won't make any difference, will it?
Don't know. There's an analyst who's not been wrong about much.
What was this,
saying-
Michael Pachter?
I don't. No. I can't remember his name. I
Right.
actually wasn't sure if it's Jason Schreier. Anyway, I can't remember. But
Right.
there is a lot of people talking about Switch Pro
Is there?
becoming a reality this year.
Well, that's going to need a lot. That's going to really suck the battery life out of it.
Well, no, because it had a new battery, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but
So the new Switch, they did a new revision of the Switch.
yeah,
and
and
it's
it
got
had
an
a slightly better battery.
It
yeah.
didn't.
Didn't it?
The battery's not changed at all.
Well, what's changed then?
The GPU's changed, so
Right.
it's more energy
Oh,
efficient, so they
right.
can squeeze more power out of it.
Right.
It was a really good teardown that I watched of it.
I'm not so sure that I would, because I don't know. We know it's going to happen at some point. How many Switches have they sold? Just out of interest, globally.
I don't know. Should I?
I know they sold 110.
Oh, I mean they're well on the way to getting up to.
Well, there's 110
Wii
million
levels.
PlayStation. No, Wii was like 20 million. They sold 110 million PlayStation so far. PlayStation 4s.
Hang on, I'm googling it right
I suppose
now.
in reality, the Pro came out and there was PS4, but you could still. I mean, Paul's still got his normal PlayStation 4.
For Nintendo, 4th of December 2019, the Nintendo Switch had sold in America alone 17.5 million units.
Yeah, they probably sold about 30 million worldwide. The Switch is popular in Europe.
Globally, the Switch has sold over 41 million units.
Oh, okay.
That's on the 4th of December.
yeah.
So there's going to be a lot more added to that.
But Sony's killing it.
Oh,
110
well,
million.
No, Sony's got. No, I think
If I had to own one system, I'd have to have a
Sony's system sales figures compared to Nintendo's doesn't even matter because Nintendo lives its own little world. I mean, I mean, like yesterday, I mean, Nintendo surprised everyone. They're saying, let's have a Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
Why? Pokemon's done. Oh no, because they're actually, for the first time, rather than fleecing everybody by fixing all the issues and making a new release game, because that's what they normally do. They do a Pokemon, Pokemon Red and Blue had Pokemon Platinum or something.
Right.
Pokemon Sun and Moon became Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. You had to buy the game again.
Yeah.
They're doing expansion pass and they're doing 2 major story DLCs for Pokemon Sword and Shield.
See, the thing is, I've actually spent a fortune on my Switch and I hardly ever play any of it.
I think you did though. You did.
I finished Legend of Zelda, yeah.
Well, Link's Awakening.
No, the original Breath of the Wild.
But I mean, when you rebought one, you have played. You've got your money's worth out of it again, haven't you?
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. What's happening to Metroid?
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
Probably this year. Possibly this year. No, it won't be this year because they restarted all over again.
Right.
No, it's still like 2 years away.
Oh, okay.
But there's still a lot to come this year.
Yeah.
Should we move on to next year?
Yeah.
No, not next year. This year.
I think, yeah.
Because now I'm really excited for this year.
Well, I watched some videos of Cyberpunk 2077 and I'm like, this game on Pro,
it's gonna be.
imagine what it's going to look like on PS5 with real-time ray tracing.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're going to buy one.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm looking forward to is to maybe, like you say, it's almost like once you got your telly, you can then go, oh, I've got my PS5. I'll just digitally download the games I've bought, like Witcher or whatever, and there'll be a patch for it, and it will look fucking amazing.
I think so. This year, looking because I mean, holiday 2020 is a long way away.
Well, we're nearly out. Well, we're a third of the way through January already in a blink of an eye, mate.
Yeah, but we've still got.
We're talking about November, aren't we?
We're talking about a year where there's been so far this year. There's been no game releases, and we're about to hit game season again, aren't we?
Early February, Yakuza 5 HD remasters out, and that's the one I'm looking forward to most. Did I show you Yakuza 4 HD remastered?
You did.
I did. So 5 will be the one we really want to look at.
I sent you the link today.
Oh,
for the
Yakuza 7
launch live stream, and bonkers TV advert.
It looks crazy, doesn't it?
There's jobs. You can sign people jobs just like in Dragon Quest. Anyway, so we've got Yakuza Collection, because officially the disc comes out in February.
Early first week of Feb, I think it is.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing 5 because I only played 5 through once. And do you know what? It took me 130 hours to just do one playthrough.
Really?
That game is freaking massive.
Right.
It's massive.
Let's talk
but
about.
as we looked at it and it went down to like 15 frames a second in some points.
Oh
on
yeah,
the PS3.
no, it wasn't great.
It was appalling.
So, this is in no particular date order. So we've got Yakuza 7 late this year, summer this year.
I would say
They
because
did say it'd be summer, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's definitely this year.
I
over
think
here.
that'll be out July, maybe August
Yeah.
time because that'll give they're obviously working on the localization. I wouldn't be surprised before that or around that time of the TGS they announce Judgment 2.
Yeah, that makes
I think
sense.
Judgment was really well received.
Yeah,
and
no,
very,
it was. It
and
was.
I loved it too.
So we've already mentioned Cyberpunk 2077 out on April 16th.
What's that on April the 3rd?
Something's
Something's out on April the 3rd or something.
Doom Eternal's out on March the 20th.
I'm not interested in that.
April the 3rd.
I thought that's when 27. Oh no. When is Final Fantasy VII Remake
March
out?
7th.
That's on my list
That's on my list.
because that looks incredible.
And there's a demo,
I've heard about that, but I've not.
and the demo's leaked. But they're now saying that the demo is going to launch the same day as the game comes out. I hope not. I hope it comes out like in a couple of weeks so we can actually get our hands
Well,
on
you
it.
know what? I've seen enough to make me realise that game looks absolutely amazing, and I want to get it. That looks fantastic.
So we got going down here, Dreams.
I was keen for that, but I ain't got the time to invest in.
I really want to have a look at it. I'm going to get it because I think it's.
If they've got all
If
the
I
stuff
can't create in it,
if they've got stuff and you can play other stuff people have created,
well,
yeah.
that's the whole point of that early access thing. Is that the
Yeah.
amount of stuff that people has already made for it.
That
in
fried
the early
egg and bacon and everything looked mental.
and
didn't
somebody's made Wipeout, a version of Wipeout in Dreams, and I think Dreams is worth looking at. Then we've got unconfirmed date, but Ghost of Tsushima,
it? Ghost of Tsushima,
which looks
lovely.
lovely.
Looks like
There's
a
nothing else
Kurosawa
with it.
film, doesn't it?
Then, very early this year, hugely anticipated by me, Iron Man VR.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on VR, to be honest with
I
you.
think that's going to be a fantastic game.
But
I'm really looking forward to that.
this is something that'll interest you, I'm sure. Something they sort of rumoured but they've not announced is that I think all of the VR stuff is going to be inbuilt into the PS5.
The processing unit.
And I think that maybe the resolution will be, well, it's going to be upped. You're going to be able to have higher resolution VR. And that's something, imagine if you could play something.
It's already massively improved from jumping from base to pro.
Yeah, so
Massively
you imagine if
improved.
that's doubled again, more than doubled again.
That I'm really happy at the way I've done this.
They
now,
need
'cause
a
I've
new.
spent
They
year-
need a new VR headset. I think with a better.
Oh,
if they do,
absolutely.
I love the headset as it stands. But if they bring out one which is,
they need to do basically what
better
Oculus are doing.
screens.
They need to do what Oculus are doing. Forget the screen. The screen's fine. Well, a better screen, obviously.
No, they need more
But
pixels on
they
it.
need to. The camera is good, but they need to go over to cameras in the headset
Yeah.
to do headset tracking like the Quest does.
Well, I think. Do you know they've
Because
sold?
then you can do 360 stuff.
Do you know they've sold 5 million VR headsets? That's a success.
They did exactly what I said they would do originally. Is that if anyone has a chance of bringing VR to the masses,
It's
Sony have got that. It's Sony, and they did it. And now we're
And
living in
that's-
a now
that's
we're living
something
in a world
not
where
to be
Oculus
underestimated.
the
They
amount
brought-
of people I know who are
yeah.
now getting Oculus Quests.
Yeah,
An Oculus Quest is a fantastic piece of kit.
but it's not cheap.
It's cheap. It's cheaper than getting an Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
so
you don't need a mega PC to run it. Whereas if you can bring it to the masses for the same pricing sort of point, and the same. I mean, I actually think the VR headset that Sony created was spectacular design.
It is a spectacular design. Second time round.
It is. No, it is, isn't it?
Second time round.
Second time round.
Second time
one
round,
lead.
Really good.
Just one lead. You didn't. When I said to you at the time, you were like, "Oh no."
I remember playing Batman here and just leads. It was leads everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's not. It's just a lead.
And I use the earbuds all the time.
The headphones that plug into the side of the headset when you put it away are genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Well, it means I can just keep it out on the side down, and if I want to use it, just pop it on, and there's no hassle.
And the
volume
controls built into the headset.
One thing I was going to say is they need to get away from the Move controllers. They need to create a more.
Well, if they do,
there's a patent where they've got wrist strapped controllers or something.
If they do the whole camera thing,
yeah.
Put the cameras in the headset to do headset tracking rather than relying on external sensors or cameras to then get that full rotation and everything, then yes, Move controllers are irrelevant because you won't have the camera involved anymore and do light tracking. You have to do some form of other tracking.
Yeah.
Whether or not they can get it so it's full hand motion.
Well, there was a gizmo I saw, and what it is, you strap it to your hand.
And it goes to each finger.
Oh, does it? Oh, maybe they're gloves.
It's like a weird glove.
Yeah.
So it tracks.
You look like Michael Jackson in VR, wouldn't you?
God.
Let's not go there. Because I'm sure he would have done.
I have got on here as well.
He's bad.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a bit of Lego.
I do like a little bit of Lego.
As you saw from my plays, do you see? I've got the Indiana Jones games on Lego. They're not on any recent platforms.
They're ones that not got ported to anything.
No.
The Harry Potter games came.
And I got the Lord of the Rings one as well.
That's a good game.
Yeah,
that's a good game. I platinumed
3 or 4 quid.
The Lord of the Rings one.
Really?
On the Vita.
Wow, excellent.
All 9 Star Wars films in one Lego game. That's going to be pretty immense.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. Controversially, I put on my looking forward to 2020 list.
Yeah.
Marvel's Avengers.
I'm actually looking forward to that now because I think that once you get over the look of them, I think if the gameplay's there, then
the E3 video that everybody just went batshit over. After that, they started doing character spotlight videos and showed different outfits and uniforms, and it's like, why didn't you lead with this? Why this looks all right? Well, this actually looks quite good.
When you're close to the furnace or whatever, close to the coalface, sometimes you don't realise what people really want. You know,
you said April the 3rd. What's April the 3rd?
Yeah.
I just remembered.
Last of Us 2.
It was Resident Evil 3.
Ah, that was it.
Resident Evil 3.
I'm definitely getting that.
That big surprise, coming a lot sooner than you'd have thought when they only announced it in December.
Well, apparently there's a lot of assets that are reused from Resident Evil 2, isn't there? Like the PlayStation and stuff.
This sort of like multiplayer game that they hinted at turns out is being bundled in Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of cool as well.
That's really cool. And you get to see the Nemesis.
Yeah.
Although I don't like Mr. X in this game. I'm being stalked by this bastard. And I hear his footsteps. I didn't know that you end up... Does he stalk you all the time? Oh, for God's sakes! I don't like that. I like just taking my time. And the good thing about it is, if there's any zombies around, he just walks past them and slams them against the wall and kills them.
Oh yeah.
So that's handy.
You need to lead him to them. Use him as your weapon.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was running out of bullets, and I'm playing on the easiest bloody skill level because I'm such a pussy playing it. I don't really know my way around the mansion, or not mansion, the Raccoon PD department. Raccoon. Some of those, I tell you what, that graphical engine they use in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 7 is incredible.
It's an amazing engine. And I think Resident Evil 7, I mean, bearing in mind that came out...
And that's in VR. Have you played that in VR?
Yeah.
I bet you didn't get very far in it, did you? Did it scare the crap out of you?
Up to the point where your girlfriend tried to cut your hand off in VR. I was like, fuck That's,
It's real impressive. I'm going to play that in
So what else
normal
you got?
though.
Last of Us Part 2.
I'm really up for that.
I'm up
that
for that.
looks brutal as hell.
Do need to actually finish The Last of Us though, because I've never finished it.
I've played it through twice.
I know, I'm terrible. I've got another game on here
Yeah.
that hasn't got a release date, but I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if you are.
Right.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Yeah, I am.
Because Bloodlines was a fucking brilliant game.
It was an RPG, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
RPG. It was
Didn't you think
was
about
the
picking up
first-
Vampire in the sale?
Oh, I didn't. Was Vampire on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
On the sale?
Let me just check.
So,
I think it
Bloodlines-
might still be on the sale. We're gonna check
Bloodlines
that.
was interesting. Is that I can remember when Valve were talking about their new Source engine that was powering Half-Life 2, and it was, Half-Life 2 was the big game for it and everything.
Yeah,
And
66% off.
Bloodlines used the Source
Oh
engine.
fuck!
I don't want to buy Vanilla
I've
Sky.
just accidentally chosen
Ah!
Vanilla Sky with Tom Cruise.
And Bloodlines came out like 2 weeks before Half-Life 2 and used the Source engine, so it was actually the first game to use. But that was a great game, and the one before it, Vampire the Masquerade Redemption, I played years ago. It was a fantastic game.
What a good price!
That's an amazing price.
I might buy that. By Focus Interactive.
Yeah.
$15.99.
Of course, it's Don't Not, is it? They did
Yeah.
great. They do great games. So they do Remember Me and Life
See,
is
I've got
Strange,
that on
I think.
PC, but I just don't want to play games on PC.
So I've only got one more game left on the coming soon for this year list. To me, it's the most anticipated game of 2020.
Right.
There's no other game that has this amount of anticipation.
I'm buying this.
And that is Animal Crossing New Horizons. How dare you? Animal Crossing is coming to the Switch on March the 20th, which is also International Happy Day.
Thank
You
God,
putting that in your diary?
Thank God we only have one
Oh,
of those
he's got
a year.
he's got his phone out. He's going to put it on
No,
his diary.
not.
International Happiness Day.
What a load of bullshit. I've never heard of
12.
anything so fucking stupid. Eh?
That's what it
Can we have... Why don't we have Millennial I've Got Mental Health Issues Day?
Every day is Millennial.
Yeah,
I've got
that's
mental
because it's
health
every
since
day. Because they can't stand real life, yeah. Okay. I'm downloading that.
Vampire.
16 quid for Vampire.
The thing,
is
I like,
really
the thing I
good.
like about coming around yours is when you like go, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get it, and then you literally say, I'll download this while we're talking, and it literally does download whilst we're talking because you have decent internet.
Well, I downloaded.
Not like
I downloaded
I'm planning on playing this game
I downloaded
next week.
the 40 gig Uncharted collection.
No, I know.
About an hour ago.
It's like literally, I'm thinking of like playing a game next week. I'll start downloading it now. That's the life I lead.
That's what happens when you choose to get a bigger house
Oh yeah.
that's cheaper because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
sorry.
true.
You know, if you'd have bought that mobile home in St Albans for the same money.
We did look at a mobile, not a mobile. We looked
I
at
know.
one near here that was near
Yeah.
the Pikey camp,
Yeah, I know. It's a bit
and
weird
it looked,
though.
it
isn't
looked like a nice house.
It's almost like going
They
on.
didn't say it was near the Pikey camp.
Well, not only that,
Whoa.
is those sort of places remind me of like if you went to Pontins.
It was exactly
or
like
Butlins,
that. No,
and
it was exactly.
and you
like
lose
that.
heat out of those things so quickly.
Yeah. Yeah,
You could
that's
probably put-
exactly
You
what
could
it was
pro-
like.
If you fell against the walls of those things, you'd probably accidentally push your hand through it or something. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So I would absolutely say my most anticipated, I would move heaven and earth to get will be Cyberpunk 2077.
I would absolutely fully agree.
And
with
I'm
you.
wondering whether I should just go digital on it
I am probably just going to go digital
and
on
pay the extra and digitally pre-order
it.
it.
No,
Because
Well,
most places are selling it for
'cause
about
what-
43 to 46
I
quid.
don't think Shop 2 do this.
They've got-
PlayStation digital games, but I mean,
No.
I've started buying Switch games digitally from Shop 2
Yeah.
because they're like £12 cheaper than buying them on the eShop, and it's
Right.
like, well, at least then I'm never going to get rid of them.
Yeah.
That's how I got Luigi's Mansion. And
Yeah. Well, pretty much all my games on Switch are. I sold my physical copies, apart from one or two that I couldn't sell. By the way, Alien Isolation on Switch is phenomenal.
yeah,
It looks great. It looks really.
I tell you
really
what
good.
though, if you haven't, you haven't played your Switch a lot, but I would say Luigi's Mansion 3 is worth playing.
Oh, I know.
Such a good
I
game
need.
for
I need
last year.
to. I do need to sort my life out and play that. But as you see, this Christmas, I've basically blown all my trading and blown all my vouchers that I got for Christmas on software, because
On
there's.
retro.
Well, yeah, the retro's there. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I think what it was at the time, I wasn't that interested in playing anything on any of my systems. The sales weren't on, and I was like, oh.
And there's no new system to buy.
And I was just I was just faffing around, and I'm like, oh, I want to play that James Bond game. I need to, while we're looking at this, I need to put the PS3 on and show you this Bloodstone game.
Right. I think we need to end the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Or put the podcast on pause, because I need a piss.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, let's just end the podcast.
Let's end the podcast there, because when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, I think that hope everyone got a lot of games and enjoyed themselves.
2020.
One last final note. I did my annual, what's now turned into my annual Christmas game. Was me and Paul? We did about 4 or 5 survives.
Oh, survives in the Division.
On the Division.
Ah.
And the first time I did survives, what always happens, I died.
Yeah.
But then after that, I got into the swing of things and had a blast.
Interesting, weird thing. I went to download Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of digital games on this PlayStation. Look what I picked up that I didn't realise I owned.
What?
All this lot.
Oh, I thought you were going to show me one game in particular.
No, I got Ferrari
No,
the Race Experience. I've got Pixel Junk Shooter,
That's a good game.
Titan Attacks,
Rezo
Gun,
I started.
Fez,
I started downloading
Gravity Crash. Is that good or what?
Ghost Recon Wildlands from the store.
Yeah.
And when I started downloading it from my library, sometimes it says, do you want to download these add-ons?
Yeah.
I started downloading Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it said, oh, attached to this, would you like to download The Division Survive?
Really?
I was like, what? No.
Oh, okay.
I can't play that. Right. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Yes.
I'm rushing off.
Hopefully, you need to go to the toilet.
I
Okay.
do need to go.
I need to
toilet
set
as
up
well.
the dog thing.
Set up the dog barricade.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time, it will be very soon.
Bye.
Bye.